What's going on, world? It's your homie Sensei Ripping. I'm back again with another video. Listen, y'all. Apparently, Corey Holcomb has a new interview with Gillie and Wallo on $1 million worth of game. Okay, and apparently this full interview will be out tomorrow. However, moments ago, Gillie dropped a preview of the interview with Corey Holcomb, and in this preview, you'll see Corey Holcomb and Donnell Rawlings going back and forth over the phone. All right, apparently, Gillie in this interview did his best to try to patch up the beef between Corey and Donnell Rawlings. Now, again, for those who may not know, Corey and Donell, they've been going back and forth for a few years now, okay? Donell, you know, he riding for Dave Chappelle. Corey Holcomb's been very critical of Dave Chappelle, and on the record has called Donnell Rawlings a mild comedian, okay? So, again, this back and forth has been going on for a few years. And apparently, they had a conversation on $1 million worth of games. So I'm going to show y'all this preview, and I'm going to give you my take afterwards. All right? All right. With that being said, let's get right into it.
Yo, oh, nah, nigga, hang the fuck the phone up.
Why don't y'all just have a battle, man, a standoff, a slam battle or some shit?
I suggested that.
Oh, you called him out? She was bitching.
I ain't scared of that shit.
So let me ask you a question.
I know you ain't scared of shit. You sit between a nigga legs at a swimming pool.
Yo, come on, man, with that shit.
Hey, man, you sit between the nigga legs at the pool.
Don't get no peace treaty on this shit. It's too far gone.
No, y'all got to get pieced up, man.
You said I'll kick his ass and all that type of shit, and it wasn't never none of that.
I would, but I'm saying, like, I ain't that type of guy.
I know, and I would fight back.
Have you ever been penetrated or penetrated a man?
Whoa. What are you talking about? What you
You know what? The thing is, Corey.
Oh, brother.
You can't dodge this question, because y'all guys don't never answer this question.
No, sir. Have you?
Wallo gave a little ass up in jail.
I ain't mad at you, man, but
Yo, oh, nah. If they closed abortion clinics down and bitches got themselves together and had some morals and some respect to themselves, you wouldn't have a show.
Damn, bro.
hey, man, you can't be respectful when you want to be respectful and then be this asshole who talking crazy to me while I'm on stage. Come on, man.
I understand that part.
No. How about this? When men disrespect each other, they fight or kill each other. That's why we don't disrespect each other, especially like that.
But I don't get grimy though, Corey.
But no, you can't disrespect people. And then you was lying. You was lying about shit too, dog.
You are funny off the misery and the trauma of bitches. Nobody wants to hear that shit you talking about. If it wasn't bitches with daddy issues, you wouldn't have a show, nigga. If they closed abortion.
You remind me of a brawl. You just say something, and then when somebody say, "What did he say?" You be like, "I don't know. He said something though."
You know what you remind me of? You remind me of a bitter bitch.
A BB. He remind you of a BB, a bitter bitch.
A triple B, a big bitter bitch.
A big bitter bitch.
Y'all crazy, man. Y'all got to stop this shit.
You like an old stripper bitch.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
You a swimming pool opener, dog. You like the little preacher that just started out. They let him go up there and say something for the main preacher go up there who going home with the money. Hey, man, if I'd have went to the pool party, I'd be rich, dog. That's all I'm saying, man. Your ass was out there, dog. You remind me of a brawl. You'll never get your ass back. But sometimes people just let you over.
Y'all crazy.
We don't get a stripper pole for you, Corey, and just relive your past.
Okay.
Damn.
You was running around. You was a Chippendale, huh?
If you had on a tuxedo, you would look better in a jogging suit. It looked like you supposed to have on the jogging suit. If you had on a tuxedo, the police would be like, "The fuck is you up to?"
Corey, nigga, I ain't never would say I was pretty. What I'm saying is, tell me who fine.
I don't know fine niggas like you. You sit at the pool between their legs.
Who's good looking?
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
You ready to say somebody?
Some niggas that's good looking to you.
I know some handsome gentlemen. Hey, boy, I'm about to send you some swimming trunks to try to get to the end of this, dog. I'm sending you pool wear from now on.
This nigga's crazy.
What does Donnell Rawlings have to be jealous of Corey Holcomb for? I'm just trying to say that.
I got hair. They ganging up on me. Ain't none of these motherfuckers got no hair. I got 3
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
they do. I do hate. I don't like people with hair.
You'll never get your ass back. But sometimes people just let you over.
Y'all crazy.
We don't get a stripper pole for you, Corey.
Yo, Listen, man, like I said, this episode is going to definitely be very entertaining. But yeah, this is interesting. Like I said, Donnell Rawlings and Corey Holcomb having a conversation, even talks about a roast, something that we've discussed on this platform many of times, because over and over again, we've heard comedians talk about other comedians not being funny. We understand comedy is subjective. And initially, Corey, was calling Dave Chappelle's stand-up skills overrated. You know what I mean? So we always hear about, certain comedians being overrated. You know what I mean? This is the certain criticism that we have heard from other comedians. And again, Donnell Rawlings defending his homie, which is expected, right? However, he chose to interrupt Corey's show, and that in itself, went viral on TMZ. Since then, Dave Chappelle, he won a Grammy for a comedy album that sparked the response from Donnell Rawlings. So again, they've been going back and forth. But this whole notion about who's the funniest comedian, it's about time we test out the theory. Okay. Now, of course, this seems like a little roast over the phone, very entertaining in the snippet. Like I said, I will be tuned into this interview tomorrow because, again, listen, man, Corey, Donnell Rawlings, if this continues, they might have to do their own little podcast or something. I don't know. Like I said, we just seen viral video of Donnell Rawlings getting booed on stage. And then there was another video that Comedy Hype put out, right? Or they reacted to people walking out on Corey Holcomb on the We Them Ones tour. So listen, like I said, as far as the back and forth, this is something that's been going on for a minute. However, Wallo in the preview said, look, why don't we do a battle? I'm all for it. You know what I mean? Let's test the theory out. Let's really see if Corey Holcomb is funnier than most of these comedians, because he has a huge following. You know what I mean? 5150. However, going to these shows and seeing him live, it's a different experience than watching the 5150 show. It's the same thing with Donnell Rawlings. You know what I mean? I done seen him sell out shows, have a standing ovation at the end. So to me, like I said, hearing this back and forth between Corey and Donnell Rawlings on $1 million worth of game, at some point, I'm curious to see who will be the first to come together, right? Create a platform where comedians can, test out their skills on the mic, man. I don't know. That's just me. That's how I feel. But again, y'all let me know. What are your thoughts on Corey Holcomb going at it with Donnell Rawlings in his interview on $1 million worth of game? Again, the full interview will be out tomorrow. But after seeing the preview, are you interested in seeing maybe a roast battle, a joke battle, or basically a platform where comedians can showcase their skills, you know what I mean, on a stage for a bigger audience to make the decision? Again, let me know your thoughts on all of this down in the comment section below. But yeah, that being said, that's all I got for y'all today. My name is Sensei Rip. Till next time, peace. Salute world, I need y'all to do me a favor right quick and tap into the homie Grand Finale's latest video titled Sidelines. Okay, the full video is available on his YouTube channel. However, I'm about to bless y'all with a quick teaser. Okay, if you like what you hear, make sure to head on over to his channel and leave a comment. All right, and make sure to tell him that Rip sent you. Okay, run them numbers up. All right, y'all, I'm out. Peace.
Upon the world before you dearly depart. Let the world go by. Let the world go by, and it'll all be just fine.
Thank you for watching my video. If you like what you see, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also hit that notification bell to get the latest on hip-hop, sports, comedy, whatever. All right, we got you covered over here at Forgotten Kings TV, and also click on one of these videos, okay? All right, y'all.